What's going on, everybody? ChromeOnRust here. We're going to be doing something slightly different today. We're going to be taking a look at Diablo 3, but more like current events, not necessarily builds, and we're not going to be learning how to min-max. We're just going to be talking about what's going on inside of the Diablo 3 world. So it's going to be like a short podcast, or shortcast, I guess you could say. We'll just stick with that. It's like a short cast. We're going to be going through a few topics that I have picked out. Now, in the future, I would like to go through topics that players have picked out, things that you would like to see. So send me messages in the comments of things that you would like to see gone over in future videos just like this. Sorry to make you sit through that. Just want to go through that first. Now, the topics that we are going to be going over, well, the first one being is Gabinator just hit Paragon 1000. This was a couple days ago, but I would like to send out my congratulations to that player. What that means is now they have their offensive tree maxed out, their attack speed, their crit chance, their cooldown, their crit hit damage, their defensive tree, their utility tree, and now they have 400 points in their core points. So what that means is they could put all their points in dexterity and they would have an additional 2,000 dexterity that they would be able to add to their gear. Pretty big amount. Now, most players, you're going to want to max out your movement speed so that way you don't have to get in on your gear. So that's 50 points gone. And you may want to max out resource cost. That's another 50 points gone. And let's say we throw 100 points in vitality. We're still going to have 200 points to throw in our dexterity, which is 1,000 dexterity, 500 vitality, 25% movement speed, and maxed resource cost for whatever class you're playing. Congratulations to you, Gabinator. I actually went over to Twitch and I checked out his stream, and he was kind enough when I asked to answer the question of, because I'm sure it's been asked many times, of how much experience does it take you to go from 1003 to 1004, because that's where he was currently sitting at. Just Paragon 1000 a few days ago, already a Paragon 1003, and he's, by today, I haven't checked him out at all today, it's probably about a Paragon 1004, if not probably tomorrow. The guy is grinding hard, so congratulations to you. 48,000 or 48 billion experience is what it takes for him to level up, just to throw that out there since I was talking about it. 48 billion. I'm sitting at about Paragon 560. It takes me about 3 billion, so that's like 16 levels inside of one of his. So he needs 48 billion experience to level once. I need 48 billion experience to level 16 times, you know, roughly. Pretty good. Now, there is this small content patch that we have been waiting for. Patch 2.1, you've probably heard about it and you're probably anticipating it if you play the Diablo 3. Now, we have had no official release date, and we still have no official release date, but they have kind of given us a general idea of what they're shooting for. BlizzCon 2014 happened. There are a few dev interviews. I'd definitely recommend checking out any of the BlizzCon content, especially if you're just a Blizzard, or not BlizzCon, Gamescom content, because Blizzard was there doing a bunch of stuff, and especially if you're a fan of Blizzard, then you just have hours worth of things that you're going to be able to watch. But for us Diablo fans, and I'm a Warcraft fan, not a World of Warcraft fan, like Warcraft 1 back in the day, grinding, you know, like StarCraft style was my preferred Warcraft, you know, but I guess they already have StarCraft for that scene. Now, we're waiting on the patch. August 31st is when they have officially said that they're going to be having patch 2.1 out, because it is Blizzard and they're always like, you know, soon, and it should be, which I totally understand. They can't say, well, they could. It's not good to say we're going to have it out by this time and then you don't. You don't meet your deadlines, you make your customers mad, you tell them it might be, and they just have less to get mad over. Now, with patch 2.1 coming out, players are expecting to jump right into seasons. At least some of them are. There have been blue posts, though, on the forums saying that seasons may not be coming out right as the patch goes live. And to me, it totally makes sense. Wait a couple days, because, well, that's going to allow players then to download the game. It's going to allow the servers themselves to make sure that they're stable and that players aren't like spamming join and like error 37 all over again or anything like that. Wait a couple days, work out all those bugs, work out all the exploits, the various things that players are going to be doing, whether it's to get gold or experience or faster legendaries. You know, if you have a secret in the game and it's not an exploit, you know, by all means use it. But if there's things going on and they're shady, make sure we get all that out of the way, because seasons mean leaderboards, and leaderboards mean competition at least in some format. It may not be super hard competition, but it's some form of competition, something that we've all been waiting for in Diablo 3. We're finally getting it. Let's not have it ruined by like bots and exploits. Just wouldn't be fun. The guys and the females that are actually pushing for the top, let them be at the top when they deserve to be. Let's not get it trumped by the bots and all the various things that players don't really want to have to deal with. Now, the last thing that we are going to be talking about is, well, there was this interview, and it was Kevin Martins did the interview, and he was asked about higher difficulties and how they only increase in life and damage. So you go up in torments, the mobs get more damage and they get more life. It's not totally exciting. It's definitely one way to scale difficulty, but there are multiple ways that you can go about this. Well, they asked about this, and he mentioned how monster AI has been improved in patch 2.1. with the frequency of use of certain skills changed to make players' lives harder. So what this means, I don't know, but hopefully the mobs are actually, you know, a little bit scary, and they're kind of kicking our butt just a little bit, and they're not as just kind of there, you know, because there are some mobs that when you fight them, you're like, oh, these mobs again. But, you know, those are the things that make you really pay attention to the game, kind of get you into it. I'm not saying I want all the mobs to be like they are in Act 2 and they're shooting out little poison things at you. Not quite that far, but, you know, maybe scale some attack speed, scale their movement speed a little bit, scale some density, various things. There's a lot of things they can do with this, but they did say that monster AI, artificial intelligence, has been improved. So look forward to that. That is going to be it for this video. As I said before, if you have something that you would like to see talked about in a video just like this, do let me know. Post it in the comments. Send it to my inbox through YouTube if you'd like to do that. And that's going to be it for me. I'm ChromeOnRust for Core Expert Gaming. All feedback is always welcome. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. I think that's what people say. I'm out of here, and you all, as always, have a great day.